Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Evermore. I am NintendoCapriSun, and we are about to take on the first major boss of the game. But first... Okay, I guess I won't take those on. For some reason I thought they were on the same level as me, and I thought, well, you know, maybe we could preface it by fighting a few monsters first, and then... Oh god, turn this down. Yeah, music gets to be a little loud. Well, there he is. His name is Thrax, and he's the first boss of the game, and we got... things. Let me actually check something out here. I want to see, do you gain experience for killing these? 1345 and... 1341, apparently you do. Do you gain talons? So you go from 56 to... Yeah, I guess you do. You gain 4 experience and 4 talons. Not bad. So, I think first order of business is going to be, we're going to get rid of the... No, not those guys. Left claw. Try to go after his claws and see if I can't get rid of them. This may take a few castings. Now, in Secret of Mana, as many of you know, you could chain magic. And it turns out in this game you can too. If you switch to the dog, you can actually... cast it repeatedly with the boy through the X button command, which is interesting. I might try to demonstrate that at some point. I'm not sure when or how. There's the acid rain spell you got. And these maggots have got to get out of here because this is ridiculous, man. There's too many of them. Too many of them. This left claw is taking its time dying too, I tell you. There we go. Let me see if I can demonstrate it. So switch to the dog here, and then we're going to want to do this right here. Find your target, and then go like this. As he's casting, cast it again. And that was just a small demonstration. You can actually do it several times, if you get the timing right. So you get 2 or 3 of them out, and that actually works pretty decently. And it also levels the spell up pretty quickly as well, because obviously you're casting it like crazy. So anyway, so basically, oh my gosh, wait a minute, I want to make sure we don't die here. I wasn't even paying attention to my health. Thanks for taking out that thing there, doggy. Ooh, it's especially good that I got that out when I did, because acid rain hurts quite a little bit. Dog attack now level 2, sweet. Alright, we'll get to that in a second. Actually, I'd rather he stay on level 1 for now, so we can kill these things, you know, with the level 1 attack, because that's all he needs. Otherwise, if he's charging up, it's a slower attack, so... Anyway. Thrax is hard. It's going to be your main focus once you get rid of the claws. Otherwise, you can just, you know, just go for it straight away with the magic if you wanted to, but I don't know. It seems kind of... Well, shoot. I'm charged up here, but he's not open, so just go ahead and let loose on these guys, I guess. Or we just kill these guys all day, see if I care. It's a good experience, man. You had a good experience, I tell ya. Shit, I was just about to heal again, because I was thinking, you know, what if he comes out with that again? Alright. I'm gonna fix myself up here. Kind of running out a little bit. I might let the dog die and just use a dog biscuit to heal him. If the need arises to do that again. Here we go. Let's get inside here and knock it. Yes. Man, don't roar again, jeez. See, I'm down to 2 petals here, so be careful how I use those. Alright, so open and wide. I said. There we go. Now, nope. I didn't get inside. I didn't get inside, man. Get in there. Okay, there's gotta be like something I'm missing here. You know what? Screw it. Boom. Yeah, that's right. Okay, the dog's gonna be dead now, so... So I guess you get to witness your first dog biscuit. Well, here we go. And I must say, wait, where's... Yeah. I must say, that's a pretty cool animation for a dog biscuit, I will say. It's like one of those things where you say, hey, cool dog biscuit, and the way the L goes into the D just sounds so stupid. Yeah! Charge attacks do massive damage on this guy. So we can use our last pedal here, I guess. Even though I'm not sure if I really need to. I mean, if I need to, what I'm going to do is just chain the magic, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. Oh man, I shouldn't have stood in front of him. Because if you're not standing in front of him, it won't knock you back, like if you do it from over here. Okay, never mind, I guess I was wrong. That still does pretty decent damage, though, now that it's a level 2. And there you have it. It's a pretty eclectic, I don't know, 77 degrees. Do I have to turn on my AC again today? It was like really cold this morning. So I had to shut my window, it was so cold, and then I opened it back up later, and now it's doing this. It was hot yesterday, so I did have to turn on my AC yesterday for the first time this year. It's April 30th, so make a record of that. And for beating the boss, we get the next weapon, which is the Spider Claw, which is an axe-type weapon. And you can use it to, like, chop things open, like that thing just now that that guy was trapped in. There you go, he hasn't been himself lately. I'm very happy to meet you both, he says. You were searching for alchemy ingredients. Oh, 10 wax and 10 oil, I'll take that. Definitely will take that. That is the exact 2 ingredients I wanted. It's almost as if I was meant to build up this one spell, and nothing else. You see, I mean, I could build up Hardball too if I wanted to. And it might not be a bad idea, so that way if I ever ran out of Flash, I could just switch over. You know, like if I ran out of ingredients for Flash, I would still have the ingredients for Hardball, and I could just switch over and use that. But in the end, that would just mean, you know, in the end, I don't know if I want to spend all that time building up that many spells. It's just, you know, I don't know, it's so time-consuming as it is, just to grind up what little bit I'm doing. You know, I mean, you saw me sitting there for an entire hour, just working on one spell. No, not an hour, but a half hour still. I'm not a big fan of the axe as a weapon. It looks funny when you swing it to the side. Just because you, like, lean 45 degrees to the ground when you do it. 4 parts wax. Clay, biscuit, water. And over here we have another guy. How many guys are wandering around this place? I mean, it's not like... Well, where is this anyway? Like, can you get to this from any other angle? I don't remember there being, like, so much, like, a watery area. I don't know. So there's Acid Rain. I mean, I'll put it on, but I'm probably just going to end up taking it back off. Purchase ingredients. Yeah, he doesn't have oil here, but he has the wax. So he doesn't have oil. Ease my pulps. But he will record your progress. See you later. Did you see something? Sniff something, boy? And you also have to go to these guys to, like, unequip and re-equip your spells. Like, if you just wanted one spell in your menu, you could do that. And when you start to learn a whole bunch of spells, like I was saying before, you can only equip 9. Well, that will become a factor fairly quickly. I'm going to go ahead and load up on wax here. And he doesn't have oil, so just never mind there. But yeah, I find that if you concentrate more on one spell, or like a smaller number of spells, it's a lot easier to get them leveled up to the point where they're strong enough to substitute for whatever other spells you would have just spent more time grinding. And to me, that's just, you know, it's a waste of time to grind up every single spell. Unless you're, you know, unless you're OCD and you just want to do that, which I can see why someone would. I was tempted to do that. But I just don't think it's worth the time, that's all. Man, he just swings us. He leans so far forward. So yeah, the axe is more powerful than the bone was. But I don't know. It's just I just don't like it. I never liked axes, and like even in Secret of Mana, I only just recently came to appreciate the axe for just how sheer powerful it was. But it doesn't seem to do that much more damage than the sword does. By sword, I mean the bone. And also, I don't have it leveled up, so I can't do charged attacks with it. So I have to level this one up separately. Okay, I was saying that like each of the weapons only has to be leveled up 3 times. And it might seem a little odd that my sword is already level 3. It's like, well, what are you going to do when you get your next sword? Well, as it turns out, if you have different types of swords, they all have to be leveled up individually. So when you get a new sword, it's kind of like getting a sword upgraded in Secret of Mana, but it's not really, because your level goes back to 1 with it. And it's kind of, it's hard to explain, but it's like it counts as an entirely different weapon, whereas in Secret of Mana it's the same weapon. So your level carried over to the new version of that weapon, whatever you had. Which is really, I don't know. It's just a different way of doing things is all. But I'm probably not gonna spend too much time worrying about my weapon levels. Just over time, it just doesn't seem worth it, really. But yeah, so we saved Strongheart. I guess we can go talk to Fire Eyes, but first... Wait a minute. What do you got? Yeah, oh, alright, I found some oohs, my poops. So now that we have the axe, actually, we can go down here and cut through these bushes here. So cut through the bushes. Cut through the bushes. And don't worry about the dog getting lost. Like, if you cut a really weird path through the bushes, like in Secret of Mana, that would have been a problem, because your characters, well, it was a problem, actually. When your other characters are getting lost behind you, you have to go back and pick them up again. Well, in this game, you don't have to worry about that. The dog's AI is much better than your fellow characters were, or was. The shell hat, don't I already have that? Let me see. Oh no, that's actually better than the... Okay, sure. I'll take that action. There's a hidden hut back here, what do you know? Hut! Let's go say hello. Hello, NintendoCapriSun, I'm back in business after a terrible experience in the bug mug. Thanks to you, I'm not a big bug's dinner. And he gives you the cure formula, and you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, alright, now I can cure myself. Well, not so fast, because this is one of those games that decided, well, cure means take care of status ailments, and heal means return your HP. So, yeah. The complete opposite of what Mystic Quest seems to think. Okay, this is about the same price as the other guy, but I'll get as much of this as I can right here. Yeah, let's record our progress, even though we don't really need to. Alright. No, I was like, no. I wanted to take your things. They're really giving us the wax and oil. It's like, I tell you. It's almost like the game is even telling you, hey, we don't need you don't need any other spells besides Flash. Because Flash looks cool. So now that it's level 2, we can, like, split it among monsters and get more bang for your buck. But this is what I was talking about before, about making more money for, like, to purchase more ingredients by using multi-targeting, because you kill more monsters, you get more gold in the process. You can also target enemies that are, like, halfway off the screen. Secret of Mana was really bad about, like, not letting you target enemies unless they were right on the screen. And the window was, like, really weird, because sometimes it would let you target enemies that were more off the top of the screen, but not any of the other 3 directions. So an enemy could be on the bottom of the screen, and you could see it right there, but you couldn't target it. It was always really irritating. So it's good that they fixed that. I'm surprised how much I'm finding myself saying, oh, this is an improvement over the Secret of Mana, because I still believe Secret of Mana to be the better game, yet all I'm doing is talking about how much better this game is. It's kind of weird how that happens, I guess. I don't know. So, hello, Fire Eyes. I hear you were victorious in the far reaches. Yeah, did you hear it through the waves of the water or something? I tell ya. That's great. She doesn't care about your weapons. She doesn't care about your axe, dude. Put it back away. Way too young for that shit. And now the village faces a new crisis. Good lord. Uh-huh. Great history lesson. Just what we need. My jaw is sore for some reason today. I don't know what that is. You ever get that? You know, it's like that thing where you try to move your jaw to the right and left. It's like you're trying to unpop your ears. Well, huh. Actually, this is important information. She's telling us that the world we are in is actually the product of their creation. Like, you could just imagine a world and then go there. And that's what the invention was. That's what the experiment was. But when she came here, she got stuck here. And so she's from, you know, the same place that I am. And that's why they were saying you were like Fire Eyes. So, there you go. That's pretty much the Cliff's Notes version of it for you. Call beads, oh yeah. I never use these. Maybe I should. They do turn out to be pretty powerful. But I've never used them, so here she goes. Step back! Oh no. Okay, you've made your point. I love how she's just deadpan here. Call me if you need my help. You know, she's made her point, I guess. And what have you found there, Mr. Doggy? Ash? Really? Thought you couldn't get that after she lit the fire. Well, I don't know. Anyway, this little hidden passage that was up here from the left side of the village, we can actually go there again. Because now there's going to be a guy there who wasn't there before. And he can give us a new spell, which we're never going to use. See, we're already picking up spells left and right here, and there's only one spell that I'm even remotely interested in using. Maybe two. Hello. Yep. This is the alchemy formula of defend. It's interesting because if you level this spell up far enough, it actually raises your defense by a huge amount. At least relative to what your current defense is, if you look at your stat screen. Like, my defend right now is 21. But if I cast the spell, hypothetically, like right now, it goes up to 31. And if you level that up continuously, it raises it by more and more. I'm not sure if it's like a percentage based on the original amount, or if it's like a set amount. Because I've never really checked it out. Maybe I should. Because if it's a percentage, that would be hugely interesting, but at the same time, I don't know. Anyway, so we've pretty much done all we need to do here. Now we need to go to the north and see why the cool air is flowing in. Maybe somebody turned on the AC and just forgot to turn it off. Of course, I imagine if you lived around a place like this, AC would be a luxury that you would only be too happy to, you know, keep going, keep running or something. Anyway, well, with that said, I think we're going to stop there, and next time on Secret of Evermore, guys, we'll head north. I might actually level up this spell a little more, I'm not sure, because I got like 41 castings of it, and I can afford to get more. So I may do that, I may not, I don't know. I don't see why not if you can. But yeah, so see you guys later.